what's up, everybody? Welcome to Home, Healing of My Emotions by Hadassah, where we fix what home broke and we believe that healing is very much possible. Welcome to this space where we discuss issues to do with mental health, mental wellness, emotional healing, and all these encompassed within our spirituality and how we can start our healing journeys and how we can just become whole as human beings. That's what I've been doing, and today we are going to dig into a very interesting discussion. I am joined today by a very close friend of mine. She's a phenomenal woman. She's beautiful. She's been a friend for close to over 10 years. She loves God, and today we want to discuss a very paramount conversation that most of us might have faced and might face in future, and it's just important to bring it closer home. And the whole topic today is about closure and getting explanations for things that you have gone through in life. So at this moment, before I introduce her, I'd want to ask us a question. Have you ever faced a situation in life where you feel like, I don't know why, God, you had to let me go through such an experience, or you go through a certain season in your life that was so painful, and looking back you just wonder, I wish I could know why these people had to walk out of my life. I wish I could know why I had to lose my loved one. I wish I could know why my business collapsed. Why can't I get children? Why did I lose my job? Sometimes when we lose things in our lives, it sets us to a season of grief when we don't get closure, when we don't get an explanation or an answer to what we go through. How do we then navigate life? How do we then again overcome such seasons where we don't have an answer for the issues that we have gone through? We have a perfect example in the Bible. The story of Job. Most of us know about Job, and he is one of the people who went through a season in life where he lost his livelihood. He lost his donkeys, his cows, his cattle, everything that he was leaning on or depending on to feed his children. And when that was, as if that was not enough, he then again lost all his children. And it was like a blow after a blow after a blow. Then there was an attack on his body as a person. And looking at the whole book of Job, you just don't get why he went through what he went through. And that's his story. But today we want to have a typical example from my friend. She has been through a journey, and it was a painful journey, and we want to hear from her and how she was able to navigate through a season that was almost it's a devastating season in her life, and how she has managed to navigate through it all this time. So without saying much, of which I've already said a lot, let me introduce my guest. Hi, how are you?
I'm well.
Welcome to my channel.
Thank you so much.
Kindly introduce yourself.
I'm Lucy Wanjiko.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, just a disclaimer, she's not as verbose and talkative as I am, but she's gonna share her story. So karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
I have known you for almost 10 years, yeah?
Yeah.
We've been friends, but along the way, there's a place where we lost touch.
Yeah.
I think between 2017 and 2018, thereabout. And guys, let me just say, in my friendships, I'm the one who always looks for people. So I looked for you. You remember?
Yeah, I do.
And during the time that I was looking for you, it was around 2018, beginning of 2018.
Yeah.
And God had blessed you. You were expectant. And I think in July, 1st July of 2018, God blessed you with a baby boy.
Yeah.
Tell me about your baby. What was his name?
My son's name was Dylan Isaac. Yeah.
How was he as a child?
He was a joyful child, a prayerful child. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't get to meet Dylan, but I have seen photos of Dylan, and he's a copy-paste, perfect replica of you.
Yeah,
he was like the Brian of these ages. He was really handsome. And so you get to grow with Dylan. Were you married at the time?
No, at that time I had not got married.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you get married at some point?
Yeah, I got married when my son was 7 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was marriage life like?
Tough.
Tough.
Yeah.
You are married for how long? Are you still married?
No, I'm no longer married.
Okay.
Yeah, we separated. Yeah.
After how long?
After 1.5 years. Yeah.
Okay, tell me, when Dylan was just a little baby, what did you love most about him?
Okay. First, I loved that he had most of my behavior, so I saw myself in him. Yeah, and the way he was a happy child, and yeah, raising him I was grateful to be his mother. Yeah.
So in my journey as a mother, there's one thing that you've always told me. So every time I'm leaving for work, my baby always cries. And so I have to hide. I have to play like our mothers. I have to tell him, go grab the shoes so that you can go. As soon as he goes, I'm out and I'm gone. But you've always told me that it's important to start that conversation with the baby, that you explain to him where you're going, so that he knows, the child knows that mommy is gonna go to work and then she'll come back. And for sure it has not worked for me, because whenever I tell my son I'm going to work, he tells me I also want to go to work. But it was different for Dylan.
Yeah,
How did you manage to do that?
Okay, I trained him from the beginning. He was used to be left. So I used to talk to him. I would communicate and tell him, Daddy, I'm going to work, so I need to go work, but you have to stay and you have to be a good boy.
Okay.
And he used to listen, so he was not crying anymore when I used to tell him. But whenever I would forget to tell him, he would cry a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need tips. I need tips, because I think gentle parenting, like, it seems like you are a gentle parent, is for gentle children. I have a gangster. But anyway, so God blesses you with this child. You're growing together, and all is fine. You're still working. You're leaving him without. He used to stay with who?
Before I got married, I used to stay with my child, go to work with him. But at that time, I had my niece with me. So he used to take care of the child while I was working.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fast forward in 2020, around July, the rainy and cold season, something happened. Tell me about that day.
Okay, it was the time that after some time, I got married. So at that time, we had moved to a new house, and it was a very rainy day. It was a very cold season at that time. And at that time, I had told my mom my brother should come for a suitcase. So a time before, my brother used to stay with me because they were not going to school because of Corona. It was the time of Corona. So after some time, nikaacha job, so I had to stay home. So I decided that my brother should go back home, and which I did. He went back home. Yeah, and that time now we were with my son. I was married to a man who used to work for 24 hours. And my brother, since he used to stay with me, he knew his time of work. Yeah.
Okay. So you are the one who told your mom you have an extra suitcase.
Yeah.
So she should send someone to come and pick it, and it's your brother who came for it. So at around time, what time did he come?
Okay, my brother came in the morning. He knew my husband would leave the door open. So he came, and he came direct to the bedroom. After I heard someone inside the house, I woke up, and that's when I found it was my brother. When I tried to talk to him, he was moving backwards. So I was shocked, asking, why is he doing this? So at that commotion of me calling my brother, my son woke up. He was happy because he used to stay with him.
Okay, so you guys started the day.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you go to work that day?
No, I was no longer going to work
Okay.
at that time. Yeah.
So you are doing the normal chores, your brother is playing with the baby, and you are maybe cleaning up. Is that what was happening?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about later in the day what happened.
Okay, I noticed that my brother was not behaving normally. He was unhappy, but I thought maybe it was because we had understanding sometime before. So yeah, I thought that was the reason behind all that.
What was the misunderstanding about?
It was about money.
Okay.
I had lost some money in the house, and I wasn't expecting that my husband would be the one to take that money. Yeah, so I thought it was him.
So your brother had been in the house at the time when you lost the money?
Yeah.
Okay, so how long ago did you have this disagreement, and when the time when he's visiting? Would you remember?
Yeah, it was not long ago. Because actually I noticed I was missing some money after he went back home. Yeah.
Okay. So he's acting weirdly, he's unhappy,
Yeah.
he looks restless, and in your mind you're just like, maybe it's because you had a misunderstanding previously. Okay. Then what else in his behavior was visible?
Okay, he was saying that he had a headache, but whenever I would tell him to go take some medication or painkillers, he would not go anywhere. Yeah.
Okay. The whole day you are in this house and the mood is off.
Yeah.
You are doing your thing, but your brother is here and you can't put a finger to what exactly was happening.
Yeah.
So later on in the night, in the evening, do you go to buy dinner? What was happening did you have lunch together?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, did he eat?
Yeah, but not normal, the way he usually does.
Okay, something was just, was off that day.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, I know later in the evening your husband calls you.
Yeah, my husband called me to go pick supper. So I went. When I was leaving the house, my kid was there beside the door. So after kufunga mlango, mtoto akalia. Okay, before that, nikienda kutoka, mtoto akaniambia, "Mami, bye, nilete apple." And he was happy. After kufunga mlango, the baby cried. But I don't know, for a reason, I never asked myself why. But mi nikaenda tu. Yeah.
Okay. So hauko umemzoea akilia.
Yeah.
But this time you didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
You just went.
Yeah.
You knew atanyamaza watoto ulia tu.
I don't know what was happening with me, because that was not normal with him. Yeah.
Okay, so you go. How long did it take you to get the dinner?
It was about 30 or 45 minutes.
And then you came back.
Yeah.
So he's still in the house.
Yeah.
The suitcase is there. He has not left.
Yeah.
At what time? What time is this?
It was around 6:30
p.m.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get in, you bring your ingredients. Did you start cooking immediately?
No. First I asked where is Dylan. My baby was Dylan. And he told me the baby was asleep already. Yeah.
Okay. So you didn't take time to go check on the baby, you just knew he was asleep.
They were usually staying together, so he was okay, used to be okay. And I thought also at that time he was okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't think much into it?
No, yeah.
So did you start cooking?
No, I had already, during lunchtime I had food. I cooked a lot, so I was okay. I was not planning on cooking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so after you've come home, so what are you doing?
I was just, I got seated and I told my brother to come oil my hair. At that time I had lines. I used to plait long hair, as you can see. So yeah.
Show us the hair.
Here. Long hair. So my brother started oiling me, and at that time he selected a certain seat, one seater. Akaniambia nikae hapo. So I sat there, akaanza kuni oil. But hiyo time akini oil, I noticed anani pull from behind, but I never understand why. So I came to a point, nikamuuliza mbona ananivuta. And that's when he told me that anajikuna kwa mguu. And well, I said it's okay anyway. But he continued oiling, but hiyo time anajaribu kutoa. I had wear a very warm jacket. So anajaribu kuiondoa. So me I thought maybe anaondoa nywele. Yeah.
Okay. So he oiled you, he finished oiling you.
Yeah.
Okay, then what happened?
Okay, actually he was not even done. So on the process of oiling, that's when akasikia kuna knock kwa mlango.
Okay.
So okay, I thought he would be the one to open the door, but he did not. Akakaa ako worried, akaniuliza huyo ni nani na anataka nini na analala. Yeah.
So were you expecting someone?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. Who was this?
I was expecting my friend. Yeah.
Okay, so your brother refuses to open the door.
Yeah, yeah.
So you go and open it.
Yeah.
Okay, your friend comes in.
Yeah. So he said hi to my brother. Then my brother went to the bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah. So after that my friend akaniuliza, is your brother okay? Nikamwambia yes he is, but nimenotiza na act weird. The whole day amekuwa kiact weird. Cause like alikuwa anafaa kwenda home lakini hajaenda. Yeah.
Okay. So this is your friend who has already observed.
Yeah.
That something is wrong with your brother.
Yeah, something was off.
So you continue, you have a conversation with your friend.
Yeah.
How long did she stay?
She stayed like about 30 minutes. Yeah, that's when akaona maybe bradhangu akiwa bedroom anaboeka. Akaniambia nimpatie simu. Nikampelekea, so akakaa naye huko bedroom. When I was done with my friend, I went to the bedroom, nikaambia bradhangu I'm done, anaweza kuja watch. Then nikapea push rafiki yangu. Yeah.
Okay, so around what time is this when your friend anaenda nyumbani?
It was around 7. Yeah, 7:30.
7. So it's about an hour.
Yeah.
Dylan is still sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay. So you push your friend, you see her off, then you come back home.
Yeah.
You still find your brother there.
Yeah.
What conversation did you have?
Okay. The minute I got in the house, nikaketi kwa the same seat nilikuwa nimeketi. He went, took the oil, then he started oiling me again. I asked him, kwani uko umemaliza? He said, no, I was not done yet. Like behind, sikuwa nimeku oil. I said, well, it's okay.
Okay, so all this time haujapika bado.
Yeah.
Do you decide to cook at some point?
Yeah, I felt like maybe because nimeona bradhangu ni kama endi, I had to cook because the food that I had in the house was not enough for all of us.
Okay.
So I decided to cook. Hiyo time ndo nilimwambia we, naona ni kama umalizi, wacha tu mimi nataka kupika. I'm tired.
Okay.
So I started cooking. Hiyo time my brother was following me all around the house. Yeah, and trying to make me remove my jacket. Jikoni ananifuata, ananishika hapa. Yeah, akiniambianga nitoe jacket, but I told him me I'm okay. Yeah.
Okay. So would you know why he wanted you to remove the jacket? At that point, did you know why?
No, I did not.
You did not?
Yeah.
So ulipika ukiangaliwa, akikuangalia tu?
Yeah, he was following me all around the house whenever actually karibu anifuate kwa choo because alikuwa anaenda nasimama kwa mlango ya choo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at what point do you realize that the baby has overslept?
Okay, my baby usually sleeps a lot, especially kama ameshiba. So at that time I knew ako full, so anaweza lala even, well, kutoka hiyo time even the whole night. Yeah. So tukakula, I served my brother. Hakuwa bado sawa, but we ate. So after some time akaanza kuniambia nimtolee duvet. So duvet yenye alikuwa anatumia ilikuwa chini ya baby cot ya mtoto. So nikamwambia, well, you have to wait, cover yourself with the kikoi. You wait mtoto amke ndo nikutolee. He said it's okay. Then after some time akaanza kusema hapana nataka duvet. He insisted hadi ikafika time anaanza kuniambia tu ama tulale na yeye.
You now?
Yes.
Okay.
So nikakuwa surprised, niko like you have never told me this. Yeah, so nikamwambia hapana, that can never happen. So I told him he had to wait.
So at this time, what time is it?
It was around 11.
Around 11?
Yeah.
So Dylan is sleeping from the time you left, which was around 6
to
11. And no alarm, you're okay that he's asleep?
Yeah.
Okay. So when time came to sleep, what happened?
Okay, that's when my friend called mwenye alikuwa amevisit and she asked me if mtoto ameamka and I told her no, not yet. Akaniuliza, akaniambia but Lucy, mtu anaangalianga mtoto. Nikamwambia no, mtoto wangu anakuanga sawa, anaweza lala even the whole time, hata usiku. Kaniambia hapana, mtu anatakanga unakaa ukiangalia mtoto. So at that time venye ali insist sana, I had to go to the bedroom and check on the baby since I was also feeling sleepy.
Okay.
So kwenda kwa bedroom, that's when I had to uncover the baby first, ndo nimhamishe from the baby cot to my bed.
Okay.
Ndo pia nimchange, ndo tulale. When I uncovered the baby, nikapata amedungwa kwa hapa. Yeah, kwa cheek. So I was, well, nimechanganyikiwa kidogo. Then nikaona tena damu inatoka kwa mdomo na amestabiwa pia hapa kwa neck. That's when nili scream. Yeah. So immediately after, bradhangu akakuja nyuma yangu. Akakuja na nyundo, akanigonga kwa kichwa. At that minute nikaeza kuturn, nikamshika kwa mkono. Then nikachukua hiyo nyundo kutoka kwa mkono yake. Yeah, so I started, okay, he was not normal, alikuwa anakaa mnyama.
Kwa uso yake?
Yeah, especially macho. Yeah. So nikaanza kuapologize, nikamwambia pole, kuachana tu na mimi. That's when I was able to move from there to the sitting room. Then akaanza kuapologize, akaniambia Lucy, pole, nisamehe. I told him it is okay, wacha nichukue viatu nje since kulikuwa kunanyesha. Nikatoka nje. So that's when I was able to scream na yeye akatoka. Yeah.
Okay. So watu wakakuja?
Yeah, so my neighbors came. They were asking what was happening. After nikaenda bedroom immediately, nikafunua mtoto, nikapata since kulikuwa na baridi, mtoto nilikuwa nimevalisha warm. Kumuinua jacket, then apron, nikapata amemstab several times kwa heart, na sasa kwa cheeks, na kwa neck. Yeah.
Okay, so the baby alikuwa in a pool of blood at this point. So who gets into the bedroom with you?
My neighbors. Yeah.
Okay.
So hiyo time nikanotice mtoto hadi ameturn color. Yeah, na alikuwa mbaridi, like alikuwa amekwa kwa freezer. Yeah.
So do you try looking for a pulse to check whether he's breathing?
No, at that time nilichukua tu mtoto nikambeba. So my neighbor came with a kikoi. He covered the baby. Then there was a neighbor mwenye alikuwa na bike. Yeye ndo akatupandisha hadi juu. At that time, when I called my friend, akasikia nimescream, yeye alikata simu. Then afterwards nikamcall tena, akaniambia amepigia Eric, that was my husband. So after mi nikapigia Eric, tukapata naye hapo karibu tu na kwetu, akakuja na Uber. Yeah.
Okay, so now you wanted to take the baby to the hospital?
Yeah.
Okay, mkampeleka hospitali gani?
Tulimpeleka Kikuyu Hospital. Yeah.
Nani amebeba mtoto kwa gari?
Mimi nilikuwa nimembeba. Yeah, so we went to the hospital. Akaanza kuchekiwa. Well, wakasema mtoto hayuko anymore. At that time I was bleeding my head, but I was not feeling pain. Yeah.
Oh, because uligongwa na nyundo kwa kichwa.
Yeah.
Okay. So at this time, what is running in your head? Unafikiria nini?
At that time I was thinking maybe mtoto aliangu. Well, I was trying to figure out chenye kimefanyika. And because the minute niliona mtoto amestabiwa kwa cheek, I thought mtoto alianguka akaumia. So maybe ndo sababu ya akamweka kwa bed sababu alikuwa anaogopa. But now niko huko naona mtoto amestabiwa several times. So this was intentional. Na sasa tena alikuwa amenigoja. I was trying to wonder the reason behind all that. Yeah.
Okay.
So hiyo time niko like nauliza Mungu why. I was thinking maybe naeza ombea mtoto amke. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm so sorry about that experience. So the baby is taken to the mortuary, then mazishi ikapangwa. All this time, where is your brother?
Okay, hiyo time bradhangu alikuwa amepotea. Okay, we didn't know where he went. Hiyo time nilikuwa nimeingia Facebook, everywhere na post nauliza mwenye atampata atujulishe. But okay, at that time I don't know why, but sikuwaiomba akufe ama patikane amejiua. I was just asking God amlete tu because I really need to know the reason behind all that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So how long did it take before patikane? Mlimpata?
Yeah, after 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, he was the one who called the dad. Alipatikana, alikuwa kanisani hapo Gitaro. Akapigia, kulikuwa na kesha. So he called the father. Babake ndo akapigia polisi.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you did not report yourself?
No. Yeah.
Okay. I can imagine.
I did.
You reported?
Yeah, we had to because they had to come for investigation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So akapigia babake akaambia polisi. So polisi wakamwendea hapo kwa kanisa?
Yeah.
Okay. So during this time ako kwa polisi, do you get to visit him?
Yeah, I did.
Tell us about that.
I sneaked uko home because I was not allowed to go anywhere, especially on my own. So nikaenda uko, nikamuona. So I started asking him the reason behind all that. Ya akaanza kusema ati sikuwa nampenda. Yeah, ati sikuwa nampenda, nikinunua kitu naniletea tu Dylan peke yake. So mimi nilikuwa najaribu kufigure out mtoto alikuwa nakupenda wewe. Every time I come with anything that I buy anataka kushare na wewe. Actually mtoto alikuwa anauliza mami na ya Kim. Yeah, so they used to share. Yeah, they were super close. Yeah.
Okay. So aliconfess ni yeye aliua mtoto?
Yeah. Actually hiyo ndo ilini surprise sababu ikifika nilimuuliza ni wewe uliua mtoto, he said yes. But ikifika ni kumuuliza pesa ni wewe ulichukua, akasema hapana.
Okay.
Yeah.
So ulikuwa unataka kuona ile disagreement mlikuwa nayo kama ndio ili lead to yeye kuua mtoto. So
yeah.
So pesa amesema si alichukua, lakini he committed murder.
Yeah.
So did he describe to you how he did it?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Okay. The reason why nilimuuliza how that happened because I wanted to feel or rather to know pain yenye mtoto wangu alipitia. So aliniambia, nilimuuliza kwanza mtoto time yenye nilifunga mlango akalia, what was happening? Akaniambia alimgrab. So I think mtoto akaogopa. So alimgrab. The minute aliscream, alilia, akamweka kwa maji, kwa tanki ya maji. So alimdrown kwanza. Then akampeleka kwa bedroom, kwa baby cot. Akaanza kumstab. Yeah.
So if maybe we can just assume maybe the baby died time ya kudrawniwa.
Yeah.
Before apelekwe kwa baby cot aanze kumstab.
Yeah.
So what did that make you feel?
I think I felt better because I can't imagine pain ya kustabiwa ukiwa alive. Yeah, I felt much better because kujua hiyo kustab unatoa tena unamstab tena, that is so much painful. So when aliniambia alimdrown kwanza, I felt better. Yeah. Okay,
so ulikuwa unasikia kumchapa, ulikuwa unasikia kumfanyia kumnyonga at that point ukiwa kwa polisi? What emotions were you having?
Okay, I wasn't feeling like hurting him in any way. I was just what I was thinking was I just wanted to understand him, the reason behind that. Yeah.
Okay, now looking back, you have mentioned that he kept he was targeting your neck.
Yeah.
Looking back, did he explain to you why he kept pulling your sweater?
No, actually I did not ask. Nilijijazia tu, and when I asked him kwa nini alifanyia hivyo mtoto, aliniambia mission haikuwa mtoto, ilikuwa mimi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he wanted to kill you.
Yeah, not the baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did he want to kill you? In what way?
I think he wanted because alikuwa hiyo kiti yenye alikuwa amenichagulia ni keti alikuwa na nyundo na kisu. So I was thinking maybe hiyo time akijaribu kuondoa nywele alikuwa anajaribu kunistab in a way that sitaweza kujitoa. Yeah.
Okay, and maybe ndio maana alikuwa anakufuatafuata kwa nyumba the whole time.
Yeah. And trying to make me remove my jacket. Yeah.
Okay, so kesi ikafanyiwa. Did you ever go to court?
Yeah, we did for a calling. They called, but nothing happened. Yeah, ni ile tu tuliitwa, Kim akaitwa, akaulizwa kama ulifanya hivi, akakubali, then ikaisha hivyo. Yeah.
But bado alikaa kwa polisi ama aliachiliwa?
Alikaa huko kwa polisi.
Okay.
Then after some time akahamishwa akapelekwa Kiambu. Yeah.
Okay. Now, the loss of a loved one is very painful, let alone the loss of your own child.
Yeah.
And an innocent baby who had not done anything wrong, yeah?
Yeah.
So, I know you are grieving, yeah? You have lost your child, the only child that you ever had. And ni mtoto alikuwa sawa when you're leaving him.
Yeah.
And to make matters worse, the pain has been inflicted by a close relative.
Yeah.
I cannot even begin to imagine the amount of pain that you are going through. How did you manage that season?
Okay, I tried to, well, I was grateful to God for the time I had with my son. So nikajaribu nilai sana na guilt ya mtoto. Ni heal. I was trying to celebrate every day. That hiyo time yote, death ilikuja siku moja, but I had a lot of time with my son. So I keep on celebrating him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever seek help, like a counselor?
Yeah, I did.
Did you have a support system at the time?
No.
You are all by yourself?
Yeah.
Did your husband understand what you're going through?
Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because he was behaving in a weird way. And every time alikuwa ananiambia ati whenever we had an argument alikuwa anasema mimi ndo nilifanya mtoto auliwe. Yeah.
Oh, he would now blame you.
Yeah.
And like in what way did you make the baby get killed, according to him?
He never explained how. Yeah.
Okay, now years later, when I think it was in 2019 when I got blessed with my baby, and it was the same time that I remembered, I have a friend, so I decided to text you. And I had known that you had gotten a baby, so I remember texting you and I asked you, how is our baby Dylan? And you're like, Dylan is in heaven. And I was so shocked. I was like, oh my God, what happened? And I remember you very gracefully told me that he's in the right place where he belongs. Yeah? He's now my angel. And I couldn't take a day without seeing you, so I asked you if you could come over to my house, and you came over. And when you were now trying to narrate the story, I remember you had so many questions around that time. And you were thinking, could it be my husband? Could it have been having that friend who had visited my brother? You had so many questions.
Yeah.
And I remember during that time I asked you, would you want God to heal you or answer you the questions? And maybe I would ask you the same question. Do you think you'd want answers from God?
Yeah, I would. But still, I don't know if the answer will be enough for me or I'll be satisfied with it. Yeah.
Whatever explanation you get, you'd still have a question.
Yeah.
You would have done it a different way. You know, it was so profound for me when I asked you that question that night, because as a person, I felt so helpless. I was like, I don't know, I don't have any answer, You're trying to think, could it have been the father of my child? Could it have been my friend? Could it have been my husband? And I remember asking you that, and why I say it was so profound, it's because you told me you would want God to heal you over giving you answers.
Yeah.
So as we see today, do you feel like God has healed you?
Yeah, he has.
What are the things that makes you feel that I am healed, I'm at peace with what happened?
Because one, I'm able to trust. I've been struggling with trusting, and now that I'm able even to sleep well, I think I'm healed already. Yeah.
There's a very beautiful, there's something like, there's a concept in psychology that is called reframing. And reframing is a story that we tell ourselves.
Yeah.
So something can happen to me and you, and we can have different experiences out of them.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to hear you say that when the death happened, you reframed that situation and you said that I'm happy, God, for the time that you gave me with my baby.
Yeah.
So I know personally I've not lost a baby. I've lost a loved one, but I've not lost a baby. You know, a baby is someone who came out of you, you know.
Yeah.
You made that life. You brought that life to this world.
Yeah.
And I've had my share of grief, yeah, and I've had to ask God so many questions. And sometimes I heal, sometimes I relapse, I go back. Do you feel like there's sometimes when you're good, you're like, God, thank you for the time you gave me with my baby. I'm so grateful that I had to experience motherhood, I had to experience an amazing baby. And at there are times where now you flip and you're like, the emotions are back all over again.
Okay, most of the time I'm usually happy. It's very several times that I'm sad and thinking about my child. But whenever that happens, I try to reflect my mind and say I'm happy because this was a gift from God. Even having that child, it's not because I was so good or I had done something good to God, but he was a gift to me. Yeah.
Maybe you might know this or might not know. As I started, I referenced the book of Job. And you know, one of the things that Job told God is that the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh.
Yeah.
It's almost like, why would I complain over something that I did not deserve in the first place? You know, you are the one who gave me, then if you take it, I'm still content. And that's a high level of spiritual maturation that I think God has taken you to that place. Honestly, when I listen to your story that you don't, I still cry over my first boyfriend who broke my heart when I remember it. But for me, seeing you tell your story without shedding a single tear, and the way you recount the beautiful memories you had with Dylan, it's miraculous. Honestly, that is God performing an emotional healing over your life. Do you believe that?
Yes.
Okay, now, having walked through that journey, what encouragement do you have for people who have gone through a loss of a loved one or any form of loss?
Okay, what I can say is God heals. And every time you have a question from God, you don't have really to hear. God doesn't really have to give you an answer to what is happening. All he has to do is heal you because the questions might, or the answers might not be enough for you. But when God heals you, you try to reflect on the time that you are happy, you become a new person, and you trust in God that everything that happens, nothing that happens that God doesn't know. Yeah.
Oof, let me tell you, you keep ministering to me every single time. Guys, the Bible says in the book of Philippians that he shall supply all of our needs. And one of the needs that God will supply, it sometimes he can supply an explanation or a closure. If for sure we believe God to supply all our needs, if we needed an explanation or a reason or an answer for what we have gone through, he still would have provided. Do you believe that?
Yes.
But when he chooses not to answer some of our questions, it is because he has a grander plan, and that's the plan of healing us. And that's my prayer for all of us, and those maybe who are in a season of loss, whatever form of loss, that we really don't need closure. I know as human beings you want to know why. I wish it worked out. I want to know, why did I lose my mother? Why did I lose my loved one? Why did my job come to an end? Lord, why did I give my life to a spouse who disregarded me the way they did? Why did this happen to me? We ask so many questions, and sometimes God goes silent and he doesn't provide those explanations. But as we have a testament here that God is able to bypass the questions, as she has said, she has put it so profoundly and in such a direct way that no explanation would have made sense.
Yeah.
Even if God told you that maybe your brother was possessed, it still would not have made sense to you. That sometimes the answers will not make sense to us because we would want to tell God, but you would have done it a different way. But God is telling us and encouraging us on this episode that if we needed it, he would have given us, but we don't need it because he's able to heal us over giving us answers. Thank you so much for coming. Come here, you need a hug.
Thank you too.
Thank you for such a victory testimony. Keep telling your story.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, there is no pain that is wasted. Every experience that we go through in life is because God is preparing us for something. God does not bring pain to us. Let us not get things twisted. He's not the one who inflicts pain on us. Life happens. People break us, like in your case. Somebody brought pain in your life because he was broken. He's a sinful person, you know. But God does not bring pain on us, but he can use pain to bring something good out of it. And I pray that the experience that you have gone through in life will not be wasted. I pray that God will turn it into purpose, that you will be a living testimony and hope to others that God not only gives us answers sometimes, but is able to heal us. Guys, if this blessed you, kindly subscribe and also share it with others. Until next time, bye.
I'm going.
Recording?
Tell me when you're ready.
Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2. Nikisema 2, unahesabu wewe, unahesabu 1 kwa kichwa alafu tunaendelea.
Mimi naongoja wapi?
Sisi kusema 1 itaingia kwa shot. So nikisema 2, utasema 1 kwa kichwa alafu 1.
Okay, sawa.